So the name of this experiment is called the color changing milk. And for this experiment, what you'll need is a plate. Any kind of plate will do. I'm just showing here a disposable plate and a real plate underneath just so it doesn't stain anything. You're going to want some dish soap, some food coloring, maybe something bright, visible, and a clean Q-tip. And of course, milk. Make sure that the milk is whole milk. You need all the fat molecules inside it. So step one, you're going to want to fill up the plate. Not fill it up, but lightly across the bottom of the plate. Make sure it's not so high up that it'll overflow or stain anything, but just high enough so that it covers the entire bottom of the bowl. Step two, take your dye and put it in the center. And don't mix it in. Next step is to take the dish soap and put a bit of the dish soap on the tip of the Q-tip. Just the tiniest amount. And then, final step, put the Q-tip in the center and watch. So what you should see happening is that you see the colors dispersing everywhere from the center of the milk, and they're rushing all the way to the edges. So why does this happen? Well, milk is a non-polar molecule that consists mostly of water, so milk will not dissolve into the water. But the secret to this all is the dish soap on the Q-tip. Once you put the dish soap in the center of it, or anywhere around it, it'll just move the colors away from it. Once you put the soap and mix it and put it inside the milk, the non-polar part of the soap break up and collect non-polar fat molecules in the milk and connect to the polar water molecules with the fat inside the soap. And thanks to the soap, the non-polar fat is carried by the polar water. And that's what you see. This is usually invisible to our eyes, but with the food coloring, you can see it all happening. So this experiment it is a bit complicated to do, but not extremely complicated. It's like a moderate difficulty. So important things to realize, take of note when setting it up. Don't overfill this. You want the dye to be visible. So if it's too far, if the milk is too high up in the plate, the dye will be covered. It'll be harder to see it. Other than that, for cleaning up, if you're dumping this in a sink, unless you want to do a lot of cleaning, make sure there's nothing else in the sink. But other than that, it's just cool and something the kids will probably like a lot.